Hi Flosstube, it's Lily at 42 Stitches and I am still alive. It's been probably over a month since I did a video. It's just been busy. Or if it hasn't been busy, I've just been tired. Which I think I say pretty much at the beginning of almost every single one of my Flosstube videos. If you've been watching me for any length of time, you know that I'm not a regular floss tuber. I can't find it in my schedule or organize myself enough to do it. And this is not a job for me, so I'm not gonna turn it into something else that I need to do for the week. I love doing this, you guys know that. I love watching videos when I can, but life is happening at all times, right? I'm far more active on Instagram. If you do actually want to keep up with whatever I've got going on stitching wise, and sometimes a little personal stuff I throw in there too, you can catch me on Instagram at what is it? Probably helps if I know it's 42 stitches. It might be 42_stitches, I think. You should be able to find me pretty easily with that information. So let's see. We just came back from vacation last week, which was nice. Earlier this year, we had considered doing a vacation over the summer with the kids. And then halfway through the planning process, we totally chickened out and said, how about we leave the kids with the grandmas and we go on vacation by ourselves? So we did. And it was really nice. It's been about 2 years since we had done a vacation completely on our own like that. So it was just nice to be me and my husband and, you know, eating a hot meal. You know, like when the plate actually arrives to your table, being able to just eat it as opposed to like, you know, what are the kids gonna eat? I gotta cut it up, I gotta convince them to eat that, you know, just the whole parenthood thing. It was just, didn't have to worry about that. Well, they're always on your mind anyway, and you're always calling and checking in with the grandparents, but you know what I mean. So it was nice. We went down to the Jersey Shore, not like Seaside Heights, Jersey Shore. We went to Long Beach Island, LBI, if you're local. We were there for 2 days, and then we went to some South Jersey vineyards, which we love going to vineyards. The wines around here in general, like we've done lots of wineries in Long Island and in Connecticut. There's a couple around us here. Finger Lakes has some nice ones, but we like those bold reds. Me more on the dry side than my husband's side, but we like those bold reds, and you just can't really find it around here unless they bring in the grapes from somewhere else. You can find some pretty nice white wines, not all of them. we're a little picky with our wine, but we like the process of going and trying, and we know when we're going, it's not going to be like, oh, this is some beautiful, you know, Napa wine, or, you know, from, and, you know, a number of other places. Anyway, I'm rambling. So we had fun. We did that. We did actually find a winery that we really liked, called White Horse Winery in, I don't remember the name of the town, but if you do White Horse Winery, New Jersey, I'm sure you can find it in Google. So they actually surprised me because they were only open for a couple years, but they're doing a good job. So I'm looking forward to maybe going there again sometime. We'll see. So we did that. We went to a place called Grounds for Sculpture, which I'd gone years and years and years ago with some college friends, and it's like an open garden park kind of a thing, and they have sculptures, and then a lot of them are sort of scenes from famous paintings. So like the boating party, Renoir's boating party, they actually have like statues of the long table and people at the table and in the exact same position and everything as the painting, and you can kind of look around and touch it and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. You get like a 3D view of a painting, and you can be in it. So it's a lot of fun. I hadn't been there in years. I barely remembered being there. Actually, like stuff that I had in my memory wasn't there, and it makes me wonder if I'm getting a false memory or something, but I know I've been there. I've got photos hidden somewhere in a thumb drive. So it's a cool place to check out if you're in the area. So let's get into the stitching, yeah? I feel very out of practice. I really, really do. So I did, let's see, since the last video, I did some stitching for gifts, and I'm not going to show those because in case that person finds this video, I haven't given it to them yet, and it's going to actually be a while before I give it to them. So I'll take photos before I give it to them and post it on Instagram, but I won't put it on here because I don't edit videos, so I can't even splice it into a future video after I've given it to them. Speaking of that, in June, there was Portugal Day, and there was a couple of other like family things that were going on that we had a lot of Portuguese food, and I took various videos just for the fun of family videos anyway. But I was thinking later on, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll actually finally edit a video and I can put this all together and do another Portugal tube like I did one already a long time ago on this channel. And I was like, oh, I'll do another one, introduce some more food. No, didn't happen. It's not going to happen. I really am just never going to find time to do the editing and all that business. So, you know, maybe I'll still do another Portugal tube one, but it's going to have to be on the fly and just stuff that I have around the house versus splicing together like family dinners where you get to see like my loud family, my big loud family, and all of our foods and stuff like that, and everyone talking the foreign language. Anyway, that was a little side trail. So, okay, so the gifts, I won't be showing those. Again, I'll probably post it on Instagram once I have given them to the person. So we do that. And then, so after that, I think I had already started working or was about to start working on the Country Cottage Needleworks Seasonal Celebrations Summer. Whether I started it or not at that point, it was only like a few stitches, I'm sure, if I started it, but I have started and completed it. And there it is. And this is on 28 count linen in Meadow Mist. And I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I love those little bees and those ants, they're so cute. I feel like the white of the clouds and that picket fence, I should have used B5200. I just used Blanc. It would have stood out more against this fabric, but I think it is still pretty nice. I actually just bought the fabric for finishing it yesterday, so I'm going to hopefully do that tomorrow. This is such a cute piece. This is the last one. I've done all of them. So now I have one for every season to put up. So this one's been just sort of draped over my spring one, which I have right over there. That should be it right there. I've just draped it over until I get it done. So hopefully I'll get it finished this weekend. And then I can put it up officially and have one for every season. So once September rolls around, mid-September, when not the solstice, the equinox comes around, switch that over. So very happy with that one. And I won't show the finishing fabric. I'll wait until I'm done and post it on Instagram. And if I remember in my next video, then I'll show it to you completed. Okay, so there's that one. I made a quick little list while I was putting the girl to sleep. I was sitting in the rocking chair and I was like, oh, what am I going to talk about in this video? Here we go. Okay, so I did that one, I did that one. Okay. So when I was done with that, I picked up a blast from the past, and that was my, let me pull it out, anemones piece, which has been a year maybe since I've touched it. And I've been wanting to, and I want to actually try and finish it this year. FFOing it this year would be nice. That's kind of a stretch goal, but at least an FO on it by the end of the year. So I think like probably around October, November, I'm gonna be able to really pick it up and focus on it before the Christmas time, but after like I get some fall stuff done. But here's where we are on this piece, and it's really pretty. This is on 18 count oatmeal Aida, which I love. And are you getting the speckled oatmeal stuff, which is great. This is a really beautiful piece. Here's the trouble I have with it, and every time I look at it, I'm going to think about this and be slightly disappointed. I think it does look beautiful on its own, but it's not the picture that is shown in the magazine. And I don't know if it was just a lighting issue that they had, or if they just didn't put the right thread. Like maybe the stitched piece in the magazine is using different threads, and then they converted it to DMC and published that in the magazine, and it's just not the same. Or again, if it's a lighting thing. And I'll show you side by side in just a second, as soon as I get myself kind of organized. So the colors in the magazine are a lot richer, more deeper autumn colors, and they're so pretty. Now this is pretty too, but like and even when I started stitching it, I realized like this is not looking quite right, but I'm gonna push forward because sometimes when you start putting other colors next to it, it starts looking like a different color. And that's where I thought it was going. So I'm like, just trust the chart, trust the chart. And see, on video, it looks a little closer than it does in person though, but even like, especially the leaves, you can tell how much more green this is stitched, and this is like a darker green. And again, it's still very beautiful, but these colors are so much more richer, which is so much more my style. I guess not really style is the word I'm looking for. The whole thing is my style, like this sort of wild, old-fashioned, antique-y kind of bouquet. Again, I'm still very happy with what I'm doing, but it is going to be one of those things where I think I'm always going to have this slight disappointment in the back of my head knowing that it's not exactly how the image in the magazine showed it. But, I mean, it's close. It's close. It's still going to look beautiful. Yeah, especially those leaves. And I'm not about to start picking things out now and redoing it. Just ain't nobody got time for that, right? So it'll be fine. So I did pretty good on that though. What did I add on to? I think I basically just had filled in some of this green leaf in here, and I think that was, no, this was the one. I'd stitched this in the wrong color because the symbol looked really similar. So I stitched it, I picked it out, and I restitched it again. So that's basically all I ended up doing. I could have gotten more of this done. Sorry, there's a wasp hanging by our door that better not try and find a hole in. So just kind of filled in some of this green. Actually, I think most, if not all of this bottom part is done. There might be a little bit left on the side. There's like, I think 2 flowers over here and then 2 flowers up here, something like that. Yeah, 2 and 2. But the bottom part, I think, is mostly done. It might be all done. Yeah, I think it's just the flower heads now that I gotta finish up. There's 2 over here and then 2 over here. So I think that's totally possible for that October, November time frame, because I'll have some of my other stuff I'm aiming to have done by that point. By end of September, a lot of the stuff that I'm doing right now I'm planning to have done. So that leaves October, November open to focus on this, or if there's anything else lingering, to finish that up. So there's that. Really do feel very out of practice. I feel like I'm rambling. Oh, where's my notes? Where's my notes? Okay, so I did that. Okay, yeah, and that brings us to what I'm working now, and I'm not taking her off of the hoop because I'm on a roll with this thing, and I want to pick her up and go. I'll have to re-hoop her up, and that is Siren and the Shipwreck. I am so close, guys. There she is. Get a little closer. And we've got this 32 count linen Arctic by Picture This Plus. I am so close. Everything is basically done except for the beading. Some of that back stitching that crosses her arm, I have to finish up the other side of that chandelier because her arm wasn't there when I was doing back stitching, so I had to stitch in her arm, which I just kind of finished. Well, I didn't finish. There's still one more darker color on the top that has to go in, but the most of it's done. So I'll do that today. Her face is almost there. So I just have to do that darker colored skin, which is, again, the top part of her arm and a few little spots around her face. Put in the eyes and mouth, and then I can do back stitching. And then it's beading. Tons and tons and tons of beading. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. I am aiming to get this done by the end of the month. I think it's possible. I think the stitching, I should be able to get everything stitched by the end of this weekend. So Sunday night, should have everything finished, I think. And then that means Monday I can start up the beading, and hopefully that'll take me 2 weeks. It's a lot. End of the month, that's the goal. So end of the month, because I want to enter her in the local fair, which is mid-August. So I have to have the what's it called, the entry filled out and all that stuff a week or two before that. I gotta look it up. And I'm not gonna do an entry if I don't have her all stitched up and framed up. I gotta frame her up too. Oh, the frames came in too. So I ordered 2 frames, 3 frames really. One for Siren and the Shipwreck, and then I ordered the same exact one because I'm gonna do Renaissance Mermaid next year, and I'm gonna put them side by side. So I just ordered both frames so they're done and identical, and they're gonna be on the wall and they'll be beautiful. And then another frame came in for Ford's Lee by Ink Circles that I did back in March, I think it was. I really love these frames. I think they're gonna look so good. I can't wait to show you guys. I'm not gonna bring them over now. You'll just wait until the final product and it'll be done. So if I have her done by the end of the month, I'm gonna frame her up right away, and we'll see how it all looks together, which I'm really excited. Oh, and I got this, I just got yesterday, a snag nabbit. You guys are probably familiar. If you're not familiar with a snag nabbit, it basically looks like a needle, and it is a needle. It's got a pointy end over here too. Are you focusing? Hopefully. But you see up here, it's rough. And so what it does is when you put it through your fabric next to a stitch that might not be lying so neatly, these grippies grab at the thread and kind of pull it to the back so that it lays nice and neat. And I've used it a couple times already last night, and I like it. It's nice. I mean, it doesn't get everything, or it doesn't get everything perfectly straight, but it does help. It's made some of the stitches that were bugging me neater, and then some of them it just makes them at least a little bit better, which is fine. It's better than nothing, right? So I've got my snag nabbit now, which I really like. Almost, guys. I'm so close. I can feel it. Oh, and to help make this go faster, I've been using the Yakdo Sun magnifiers. You've probably heard some of the other floss tubers talking about this. I had to know what the fuss was about, so I ordered them. They were really cheap. I think they were, what were they, like 12 bucks or something like that? I forget how much it was. It was not expensive at all. So I really like them. Are they perfect? No. But I really like them, and they are helping my stitching go a lot faster. That 1/1 skin on the 32. I was able to do it without any magnification, but this is definitely a lot easier. And I got it loaded up right now with the 3.5 times magnification. So here's the box that it comes in. Boop. Oopsie, dropping things left and right here. And it comes with batteries, because it does have a little LED light, which I'm not using right now because I got enough light in my lamp next to my stitching spot. And it comes with, what is it, 1, 2, I think, let me see, 1 time magnification, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and then the 3.5 that I have loaded up right now. So you can swap these out depending on what you need. And it comes with batteries, little lens cleaning cloth. But I don't have the batteries in right now for the light because I don't need the light, and these are pretty heavy. So it doesn't make a huge difference, but it is a little bit more of a difference without the batteries in there. But it does weigh a lot right here on me, so that does bug me. The other problem I find with it is that I'll show you, for me to see the 1/1 skin, I clearly, at least with my eyes, I have to be like right here. And that's pretty close for stitching. Whereas if I wasn't using these, I mean, I could still see it pretty decently. Yeah, I mean, I could see it here and it's fine. But it's tiny, right? So, you know, even though I could see it and it's tiny, it takes me longer time because I'm being more careful. If I put these in, I can put, you know, I'm stitching with this on and it's over here, but I'm stitching faster because I know for sure I'm getting in the right spot and everything's lying nice and neat and I'm not double checking everything. So, pros and cons. The other thing that a lot of people have been saying that they love about this, and I would agree, I just don't do it very often, is for traveling. I don't really, if I'm traveling, I don't generally take a lot of stitching with me. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's just me, I know. I'm like one of the few who probably don't travel with their stitching. But if you are traveling, this is great because it's small, and you know, it gives you the light, it gives you the magnification if you need it. Even if you don't need the magnification, you can just get the light if you're in an airplane or something like that, and you just need a little bit of light. Everything is adjustable. You know, these go this way. It also goes, you know, farther and closer if you need it there. This part also turns. There's a head strap. You can replace the arms of the glasses with a strap around your head, but I haven't really found it to be necessary. I can just put these on and I'm pretty good. This is where the batteries are. It's got a little cushiony forehead rest thing. So, I mean, they are comfortable with all this cushiony stuff and the way that they're designed, except for the weight. The weight does get to you after a little bit. But with the amount of stitching I'm doing with them, the amount of time I normally have to stitch, I don't find it to be a big problem. Especially since I'm really only using it for the 1/1 skin, and this is one of the few projects that I have something that small. The other one would be Remembrance Fields, and I haven't really been touching that one too often just because I've been trying to get other things done, but this will be really helpful for that one too. So yeah, so this month I'll be using it a lot, or at least the next couple of weeks until I finish the skin, and then, or actually I guess until this weekend's over, and then I probably won't use them until I pick up Remembrance Fields again, which I'm not sure when that'll be, but whenever it is. And then if I start anything else that's this kind of tininess 1/1, then I'll use it again. So I think it's totally worth the investment for the price that it is, and it's on Amazon. It's Yakto Sun, and their jeweler loop. It's jeweler loop, so it's supposed to be for jewelry. Does that even say on here? I know on the, it actually doesn't even say it on the box. On the Amazon website, it was on like the item page. It says jeweler's loop, I think, but this on the box just says eyeglasses, bracket, headband, interchangeable magnifier with 2 LED upgraded version. Actually, and I'm just really noticing it now. It doesn't even say Yakto Sun anywhere on here. Again, on the Amazon page, it did. Did I get like a knockoff? Probably. Anyway, it works fine for me. Yeah, it doesn't even say Yakto Sun on here. Have I been gypped? Who knows? That's fine. It works. Oh no, it says Yakto Sun on there though. Yakto Sun. On the box it doesn't say it. That's weird. Look into it if you're interested. Like I said, it was really cheap. It was like somewhere between $12 and $17. I don't remember what I paid. Less than 20, more than 10. Or was it less than 10? Definitely less than 20. I don't remember. It was cheap. It's not that expensive for what you're getting. And I think it was free shipping too if you have enough things that you're ordering off of Amazon. We had some other stuff that we had to order. We always wait until we have a few things and then you get the free shipping depending on the item. And they ended up being free shipping too. I think you had to have enough stuff ordered for it, so it worked out well for us. Anyway, all right, let me go back to my list. So haul. Okay, so the Snag Nabbit I already showed you, and let me put this together. So here's this. Yeah, I don't have anything organized, guys. I think I've showed you some of this stuff already, but let me put it here. So I mentioned these at least in my post Flosstube video, but I didn't show them to you because I had ordered them while we were at Needleworkers to like post Flosstube retreat video. That is, I don't think I added the retreat part because I had bought some stuff in the store, mostly fabric, and then I ordered some patterns that they didn't have in the store since they were giving us a discount and saying free shipping. I was like, I can definitely order a few things. And then there was some floss that they didn't have to finish up a few things. So the first one is, and this is Allison's fault from Stitching Social because she brought her piece to show off at the retreat, and it was just so pretty. And I mean, I had seen it on her Instagram photos before, and that's Strawberry Fields Forever, Blackbird Designs. It's the whole beetle series that they had done. It's so pretty. I don't know when I'm gonna stitch it. I say this about everything though, but I needed it. We'll see when I can get to it. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So that finally came. And then the other one, I've been wanting this one for a while now, and it's part of that Rosewood Manor of the Kingdom series. We've all seen Ginger Gerald Stitcher's Crowns of the Kingdom, which is looking beautiful. There's Hearts of the Kingdom, Crosses of the Kingdom, all of them were there except for Keys to the Kingdom, which is the one I wanted. So they ordered it for me. I just love it. I like keys, old keys like that, they're so cool. I think it's really neat. And then they have an alternate in the back, different colors, but I like the darker looking one in the front, I think. So it'll probably be a while before I really can get to it, but there we go. So they came, and then some floss that I won't show you because it's just floss to finish kitting up some items. So put this back in here. Crinkly sounds packages. If I don't do it now, I'm gonna end up shoving it in a bag because I'm gonna go try and do something else and I won't get it done. There we go. Okay. So there's that. So I did talk at least about these, but I didn't show it to you because I didn't have them. They came. There's that. And then I can't remember if, what is this? Oh, yep. I don't remember if I showed you guys this one, these ones, this one's. I can speak the English. These I'm pretty sure I showed you. I don't know why I haven't put them away yet, but I think I showed you. I got Halloween delivery. I had ordered something from 123 Stitch and these kind of tagged along. Red, White, and Bloom, I think I showed you. And there's like associated flosses with this. This one I got a long time ago, but I think I ordered flosses finally, so I've kitted it up. I probably got the flosses at Needleworkers Delight. So Country Cottage Needleworks Raspberry Patch. I think I got this at the Thistle Needleworks, my local needlework shop. And then Halloween Cat. I showed you this and I've already kitted it up. I think I did show you this, so I'm not gonna do that again. Even though I just did. I gotta get a little order here with my stuff. But these I'm not sure if I showed you. So I went back to Thistle Needleworks in Weathersfield here in Connecticut. And I forget which one I found first, but let's say it was this one. I'm just gonna pretend. I found this one first, and it's a Jeanette Douglas Designs Strawberry Stitches. Isn't that pretty? Pretty. And I was like, that's really cute. And then I saw in the back, I'm like, oh, there's a series. Now, I'm not gonna buy all of this, but I poked around in their Jeanette Douglas pile and I found 2 more. So I was very happy. We have the apple stitches and the pear and pomegranate, right? Pomegranate and pear. That one's really pretty. I really like. I think this one might be my favorite. A bunch of the other ones, they have some of these other ones in the back are really nice too, and they didn't have them there, which is fine. I don't need more. But if I stumbled across some more of these, I would be picking them up. So they're so pretty. I didn't realize though, because I didn't open up to look at the pattern really that closely when I bought them. There's a whole lot of fancy floss that's involved in doing these, and they do not have the DMC conversion. I could find the DMC for conversion, so I'm not really concerned about that. But they're so pretty that I might be inclined to keep the fancy flosses, or maybe find cheaper alternatives to the fancy flosses, because we've got like Gloriana's and Belsois, and just there's some fanciness in this. NPIs, not NPIs, and yeah, it is NPI. I mean, there's Kreinig, which whatever, that's not too bad, and then there's some beading and all that, but I didn't realize that's what it was charted with. And it's gonna be beautiful if I use all that. I just gotta, I think once I finally get to the point where I think I'm gonna do this series, I just need to price it out to see like how much am I really gonna spend doing that. If it turns out to be something more than I feel like I should be spending on this project, I'll probably do some substitutions, but that's way down the road. I've got a lot on my plate already that I want to get done, as is always the case. So that's it. That's all I got. Where are we at? Oh, it's under half hour. Just under. We're making it to the half an hour in 5 seconds. That's it. I'm going to put all this away. I'm gonna sit and watch a little bit of Mad Men, because I started that series not that long ago. I got sucked into it, and anytime the girl's napping, or if I have a few extra moments after work before the kids come home, I sit and I watch a little bit and I stitch. And that's what I'm gonna do now, because the girl's napping. I did a video, which I wanted to do, so I got that done. There's of course things I could do around the house, but you know what? I got a lot done yesterday. I got a lot done this morning. I'm gonna do a bunch of more errands when she wakes up. So I'm gonna take myself a few minutes, maybe supplement my lunch a little bit, because I just ate her scraps as my lunch, so I probably should have a little bit more than that. Watch Mad Men and stitch. Bye guys.